Oh, did not record from the beginning. Okay, well, yeah. Lauren, did you manage to get into that link on ChatGPT?
Yes, they came up on the chat, and I've opened up I'm playing catch up a little bit with where you're at, but you gave a great explanation, and I've got the links. So thank you very much.
Okay, did you manage to put your job in there?
I,
Whoops.
I will do it. We'll
Okay,
see.
no, I'm just curious what everybody's jobs are, to hear if their jobs are under threat, and if they are going to look for another career, or they're just going to keep
We're going to
pursuing.
have a lot of spare time, Quinton.
What's
We're
that?
going to all get hobbies.
Yes, absolutely. I think that's what's coming, eh? So, okay, well, that's very interesting. And then there's something else that I quickly wanted to show you guys. You know, we often talk about um, organizing your prompts, or if you have come across a good prompt to use in ChatGPT or in Claude or in Perplexity or whatever it is. And from the beginning, we said, you know, it's a good idea to maybe organize it by putting it in a library that you can use it, you know, recall it, copy and paste it back in, or automatically copy and paste it in again. So I thought that this little tool that I came across is quite useful if you don't want to do the copying and pasting and everything across. That it's just a little tool that you can save all your prompts in there. I'm just going to skip across the ad here quickly.
That gives you everything you need to capture, nurture, Today's video and edition of AI Disruptor is going to be pretty short, but nonetheless, this is one of the most powerful techniques that you can implement if you deal with AI prompts and large language models like Claude. So today, I'm going to show you how to organize your prompts so that it's easy to copy and paste them into a AI tool, an LLM, and organize all of your prompts into a library. So prior to implementing this myself, which now it's absolutely crucial to my productivity, to my AI workflows, to my daily work with all of my clients. But before this, it's kind of hard to remember how I dealt with a lot of AI prompts. I would just use a Google Doc. I would keep prompts organized in there. And every time I had to go over to Claude over here, or ChatGPT during the time, I would have to just go over to a Google Doc and then copy and paste it. And it was just incredibly time consuming. So this technique is going to save you like a ton of time and a lot less headaches. So the tool we're going to be using is called TextBlaze. If you are not familiar with TextBlaze, it is a tool that will allow you to create shortcuts. So shortcuts and commands. So to get started, you'll head over to TextBlaze's website, and then we'll scroll all the way down. And you can get started with TextBlaze. But then you're just going to install the Google Chrome extension right here. Really simple. I already have it installed. So once you have it installed, you will go to your TextBlaze dashboard. Okay. So this is your dashboard. We'll start organizing all of your prompts. So if you see here, I have a few separate folders. So you can create folders. And I like to organize my prompts in each folder. So I have general purpose prompts, AI prompts for AI Disruptor, and I have some disabled folders here. So prompts for each one of my different clients, each one of my different roles. I organize them by that way. So it's easy. So if you go to general purpose here, you already see some of my top general purpose blogs. I mean, my general purpose prompts. You got an SEO blog here, news blog. So what you do is you put the prompt right into here and you give it a shortcut. So I like to organize them by just 001, 002, 003, and so on. And then when I move on to the second folder, it'll be 101, 102, and then the next one, 201, and so on. So you just create a new snippet, you put in your prompt here, and that's pretty much it. But once you have your prompts in here, okay, so say you have this SEO blog one, or this headline generator, hooks and posts for shorts. So what you're going to do is you're going to open this and always create a second tab, and then you're going to go to your LLM or whatever AI tool you're using. You're simply just going to type in the command, 001. And right there, it's going to post the entire prompt right into your chat. So we got that one, we got side 003. So that's pretty much it. Like I said, it's a simple technique, but it's like one of those powerful techniques, and you should definitely be using it if you deal with any more than like 2 or 3 prompts in your workflows. You can get really crazy here. You can put in a folder.
So I thought that was a really simple little tool to use, and you know, but it's super useful. Sometimes it's just the simple little things that can actually make a big difference in your productivity. So good idea to save your prompts, and this is a nice tool to help you do it. Cool. Any questions on that one, or anybody see an obvious sort of need for it, or do you keep all your prompts in your head, or do you do them from scratch every time? Right. Cool.
We're still deciding.
You're still deciding whether you're keeping your prompts. Well, I used to do the Google Docs as well, and I just keep it in a separate prompt, and you know, and go from there. So yeah, so let's get back to sort of the AI news, because there was also a lot of news that came out this week. By the way, if you have signed up as a member and you go to your resources page like this, and you click on the weekly presentation, and you click on get resources, you'll actually come to the Google folder where the tutorials of the week, and as well as the news snippets, the Google Docs are there. And then you can just go back and look at get the links and get all the information again of the things that I shared with you guys during that week. So it's quite useful, and you can go back and watch the videos as well, of course, because the videos are on the weekly thing. The weekly recordings are over there as well. Okay, so what I wanted to show you in the news bites, just a quick one. There was a sort of article released about the top 100 Gen AI consumer apps. And this is not sort of in terms of the strongest one or the best one or whatever it is. It's the most used one. So by uniquely monthly visits. So this is literally how much people are using these different apps. And I find this useful just to sort of check, am I aware of all of these? And are there maybe some of these that I can still use? And just having a look through here, obviously the ChatGPT is still the most used AI web product out there. And the second one is one called Character AI, which is an odd one because it's not a very business-like one. It's a very consumer product, and I believe it's been visited by kids mostly. I think we mentioned Character AI before, where it's literally just a bunch of chatbots on there of famous people. So if you want to go chat to a famous person that you know, you can go on there and chat to it. And apparently the younger generation, the kids, love that because, you know, they can go chat to the famous sports star or famous singer or, you know, whoever it is that they follow. They can go chat to a bot. This is obviously not the real person. It's just a bot, but it's the second most popular site in terms of AI. Then number 3 is Perplexity, and we've spoken a lot about Perplexity, and it's interesting to see that it's now become super popular. A lot of people have taken Perplexity and actually saved that in their browser as instead of Google, because of Perplexity's power in terms of giving you the links to articles and stuff, but also giving you the answer. So that is super powerful. And so Perplexity is growing from strength to strength. And then it's Claude, the other large language model, which is also free. It's available, limited use, but it's there. Suno is the music maker. Janitor AI, I am not that familiar with, not too sure what it does. But then Quillbot is one of the writer tools, you know, that helps you. You could put in start writing, and it'll complete a blog for you or something like that. And there's Poe is the aggregator that we spoke about, where a lot of these AIs up here actually sits in Pose, so you can ask questions of it, and you can create little bots of your own. So lots of different ones. But just looking through the list, maybe have a look at them, and if you have the link, just go there afterwards and see if there's some of them that are useful. Midjourney is sitting at number 18. It's probably the most powerful image generator, well, up to recently. 11 Labs is a popular one. Luma AI. Those are all ones worth checking out. And Ideogram is also one. I think Google has just launched, or Google has bought Ideogram and has put it into Gemini as the image generator over there. But some great tools in here. I'm familiar with most of them, but just here and there, I'm going to have to go and check if those tools are actually useful. Clipchamp, by the way, that's what I'm looking at it, is the best free video editing tool out there. It really is superb. It's so easy to use if you're not a professional video maker or editor. And plus it will do the voice for you. So you can just put in text. You could choose a voice, it'll do it for you. That's for free. And I see now they've added where you can edit with the text. So you can literally also remove, if you recorded your blog or your podcast and you want to remove the ums and ahs, and you want to remove empty spaces where you paused for too long, Clipchamp has got that in. So really spent some fantastic tools and things on this list. And then just an interesting one that I did see on that same website, and you can go see the whole article if you click on here, is the growth of these Claude, Perplexity, and ChatGPT. Now this is indexed, remember, so it's not saying, yeah, Perplexity is bigger than the others. It's just talking about if they all start at 100, they indexed at 100 in August 2023, how they have grown. And you see how Perplexity has outgrown the other tools, percentage-wise, remember, not in actual terms, but they've outgrown it. And then Claude has recently made a big comeback. And I think that's because of Claude Sonnet 3.5, which has the artifacts that writes a lot of code and is very strong in that. So I think that's why Claude is in there. By the way, Claude is the only one that I'm paying for at the moment. And I'm using the others. Basically, just the free version is good enough for me. And then ChatGPT, compared to the others, is relatively flat, although still growing. It's not going away. But I think everybody's kind of waiting for ChatGPT to come out with the next thing, because they've shown us all this bunch of stuff that they're going to do, but they just haven't really delivered on a lot of the stuff. So the next thing that I wanted to just kind of show you, I can take this away, is that the Amazon CEO says that their AI has saved 4,500 developer years of work. One of the most tedious but critical tasks for software development teams is updating foundational software within this Amazon world. And then they said the average time to upgrade an application for Java 17 plummeted from typically 50 developer days to just a few hours. We estimate it saved the equivalent of 4,500 developer years. So this is crazy. If Amazon is seeing this kind of savings, what are they? Are they, laying off people, or are they moving those people onto other projects? Are they building new projects? It's just scary. And they say developers shipped 79% of auto-generated code without any additional changes. So they literally, the actual trained developers, 79% of the stuff that they get from AI, they just put it out because there's nothing wrong with it. It's correct. They didn't have to fix it. The upgrades have enhanced security and reduced infrastructure costs, providing an estimated $260 million in annualized efficiency gains. Those numbers are staggering to me. So yeah, that's amazing. And speaking about coding tools, Cursor is a new tool that's been making a lot of waves in the last week or so. again, it's a coding tool, so it's not for the most of us, but it is making coding simpler and simpler. And they're basically saying you only need to be able to speak English to be able to code. You don't need to actually learn any coding, and this is making it really useful. Now, there's somebody else who had a different view on AI. This guy from Procreate, their CEO said that he really hates generative AI, and he believes that technology is ripping the humanity out of things. So that's quite interesting, because this is a technology company. So if he's saying they're not going to be using AI, you just wonder if that is sustainable and if they could keep that up forever when all of their competitors are actually using AI. So that's just a counter argument, if you will, on a lot of stuff that you're hearing. So Condé Nast has signed a multi-year deal with OpenAI. So you remember, OpenAI always has a problem of training the model because they don't have enough data, they don't have enough information to train their models on. So now they've been signing these deals with different companies. So Condé Nast is the latest, and they've also got deals with The Atlantic, Alex Springer, Vox Media, and a whole bunch of other publishers. So Condé Nast, by the way, includes the New Yorker, Vogue, Vanity Fair, Bon Appetit. So they're basically just getting information that they can train their models on in the sort of, because OpenAI is not like a Google that can train Gemini on YouTube or on Google itself. They have to do these deals with other companies, where in the beginning they were just kind of stealing other people's information to train it on. They're now doing it officially so that they don't get sued. And then Microsoft has brought out a new AI, but different this time, because remember, we always talk about the large language models, which is ChatGPT, Claude, and Perplexity. This is not a large language model. This is a small language model. And the idea here is that you don't always need to speak to somebody to help you with your particular task that knows everything about everything in the world. It needs to be more specific around what you need it for. And they're saying, yeah, while the mainstream media focused on the large language models, because that's where all the money's going and that's what all the talk is. But there's also a race among tech giants for the smartest, fastest, and the smallest. So obviously that can add, and you could probably add to that, cheapest to run as well. So that's a different stream to what everybody is talking about. For those of you who don't know, right now in your WhatsApp app, you can create images for free, because Meta, remember, their model is free on AI. So if you want to go type in, imagine a cat or puppies in the snow or whatever else it is, right there in your WhatsApp, you can now be an artist and you can create images for yourself. So go try that out. And just more news on OpenAI. They've added fine-tuning to GPT-4o. That's more for developers, but the point here is that developers are going to be able to refine or fine-tune based on a specific, let's say, a specific company's needs, and just make GPT more customized for a specific purpose. So that's something that is happening in the world out there. I love this article, actually. I don't know if I've got the link here. I just want you guys to watch this, because this is brilliant. So this is an application where somebody used. Remember, we spoke about building bots for your website. Where did I get this? The actual. I wanted to show you guys the video. Oh my word! I need this. I want to be showing you guys this. Let me see if I can find it over here. Oh no, I'm not going to find it. So basically what happened here, so a customer reached out asking for video tutorials. So this company called Lindy has got a chatbot, and the chatbot responded and said, and answered the question. Then the customer asked something, and And the chatbot said, well, you can actually go watch our videos about our product and, you know, the tutorial videos on our product, and you'll learn more about that there. The problem is they didn't have video tutorials. The company didn't have any. The chatbot just made that up. And what they did is the chatbot sent them to a link to a Rick Astley video. So for those of you who haven't heard about Rick Rolling, this is the first time I've heard about it, but apparently it's been going on for years. And my daughter rolled her eyes when I said I haven't heard about Rick Rolling before, but it literally takes you to a video of Rick Astley playing Never Gonna Give You Up. So the AI obviously fancied that as well and sent the customer over there. I mean, it's quite funny, but it was also scary in a way to think if if your chatbots are going to get it wrong and send people to random videos, that could be quite scary. So that's quite funny though. And then just some more news that Microsoft companies are starting to shut down Microsoft Copilot over safety concerns. So for those of you who are Microsoft fans and are starting to use Copilot quite often, that the larger companies, the corporate companies, are not trusting it as much in terms of security and oversight, security oversights and that type of thing. And it's a pity my HR friends aren't here today because it specifically says, Copilots are aggressively summarizing information that maybe technical people access, but shouldn't have access to. So in an organization, if I'm a junior coming into the organization and I ask it to summarize what's happening in the company, it's going to pull from information that is actually only should be available to CEOs or that type of thing. So that is a little bit concerning. And then if you haven't checked into your LinkedIn lately, apparently LinkedIn is going to give users 1 year free of Perplexity Pro. So I don't know if they rolled that out yet, but maybe just you'll get an email from LinkedIn saying whether you've been chosen to have that or not. So go check that out. So that's all the news, and the article's quite short this week. Not much else I got to share with you. So I don't know if there's anybody that want to comment on the things that I can or have any questions. No, everybody quiet today. Oh, Gary, you're on mute.
We're learning.
Okay, good. No, it's such a pity I couldn't play you that little video of Rick Astley, but it was very funny to me. So imagine that the bot sends you to a YouTube video of its choice. Cool. All right. Thank you, everybody. That's all I have for today. We'll
Thanks, Quentin.
chat again next week.
Thanks, Quentin, that we're all going to have spare time a lot. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Hi, Quentin. I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Please, do you have any of the AI apps that can read video now, that could basically read video and extract content from the video?
You mean to transcribe a YouTube video or something like that?
That's right. Yes. Yes.
Okay. So the first thing you can do, you don't even need an app. If you go to YouTube, there's a transcription of each video. I'll show you quickly. If you go to a video, there's a transcription of each video underneath it. If you go to a video and you click on the More button, right here at the bottom, it says Show Transcript. And
Okay.
and then on this side here, you see there's the whole transcript of this video. And
Yep.
if you want to use it, what I suggest you do is just click on the toggle timestamp, so that takes the timestamps off, and then you could basically highlight it all and copy and paste it if you just want the transcript, that is.
Okay.
That-
Yeah, that's fine. Thank you very much.
So you don't even need AI for that.
Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you.
But obviously you can copy that transcription into AI and ask it to summarize it or whatever you wanted to do. Good. Lauren, do you have any
Thanks,
questions,
Quentin.
comments?
No, it's all good.
No, nothing right
We've got to
now.
think. We're going to think. We don't say things that sound dodgy. Yeah.
Okay, great. Okay. All right, everybody.
Everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, Quentin. Bye-bye.